Hello, all our listeners. Welcome back to our daily podcast talk show. Julia, today our topic, social media. Scrolling through your phone has almost become as natural as breathing these days. It's wild to think how social media slips so quietly into our routines, isn't it?
Yes, Steven. Seriously. It's like one day we were just texting and the next day our coffee breaks revolved around checking Instagram feeds. The speed at which it became second nature is actually kind of amazing.
Totally. I remember when getting a Facebook account felt like a big decision. Now it's just expected. Even my aunt shares memes before I've had my morning coffee.
And it's not just the young crowd either. Entire families send updates through group chats or post photos online. It's blurred the lines between personal updates and public sharing in such an interesting way.
That point about blurred lines actually brings me to something I've wondered. Social media keeps us plugged in, but sometimes I catch myself feeling more overwhelmed than connected. Does that happen to you too?
Oh, all the time. There's this weird pressure to keep up with everything: friends, milestones, news updates, even funny videos. It's like your attention is always being pulled in a dozen directions.
Exactly. It's almost like a constant background noise, and if you step away, you feel left out. But when you're in it nonstop, it can be exhausting.
Right, that fear of missing out gets real. I sometimes take short breaks just to reset, but it's amazing how quickly the habit creeps back in.
Funny you mention breaks, because even when I try to unplug, I end up drawn back in mostly for the communities I've found. People with the same weird hobbies or interests from all over the world, just a click away.
That's one of the best parts, I think. You can be into something super niche, like vintage fountain pens or obscure jazz, and suddenly you're chatting with others who get it. It's comforting, especially if folks around you don't share that passion.
Absolutely. It's like finding your digital tribe. I even made a couple of real-life friends just by bonding over book recommendations in a comments section.
Same here. It's wild to think a meme exchange or a thoughtful thread can lead to genuine connections that would have never happened otherwise.
But with all those connections, there's a flip side too, like sorting out what's true and what's just rumor. I've lost count of how many times I've seen a wild story go viral, only to find out later it was fake.
That's honestly one of my biggest worries. Information spreads so fast, and it's hard to pause and fact-check before reacting. Plus, there's the whole privacy thing. Once you put something out there, it's almost impossible to take it back.
Yeah, it's a bit like shouting into a megaphone in a crowded square. You can't control where your message ends up or who hears it.
And even if you think your settings are private, screenshots exist. I try to be careful, but it's easy to forget how public your digital footprint really is.
After all this, it makes me wonder how we can use social media more intentionally, so it enhances our lives instead of draining them. Have you found any tricks that help?
What's helped me most is setting little boundaries, like turning off notifications for a while, or only following people who inspire me. It keeps my feed a bit lighter and more positive.
I love that. I started doing no phone mornings, and it honestly makes breakfast taste better without the distraction. It feels like taking back a bit of control.
It really is about balance, isn't it? Social media isn't going anywhere, but we can choose how we interact with it and what we let in. It's a work in progress, but even small changes can make a huge difference.